Alright, this episode, we're gonna talk about chips. Many different type of chips. Like the fruit itself is very controversial.
Very controversial.
People who love it really love it. People who hate it, you are more like, sorry. It's very strange. I think this also only you can find it in Asia. Oh. Should we put it all on the table?
We're Tian Lan,
And Dong Ge,
two chaotic humans on a very serious mission.
to show off how amazing Taiwan is.
We're diving headfirst into everything. Wild festivals, hidden corners, and street food that will change you forever. You know, the basics.
We are teaming up with locals, creators, and brands to shine a big, bold spotlight on this island from every possible angle.
So grab your chopsticks and your sass.
Taiwan is calling, and we are answering loud. Kyushu seaweed flavor. So Kyushu is like a place in Japan.
Fun fact, Kyushu in Hebrew is zucchini.
Huh? Oh.
It's like chips. Okay, bon appetit.
Oh, I like it. Oh, I do. Oh, I like it.
It's actually it's very subtle. There's very little salt, which I really like. You have a taste of seaweed actually, and it comes really at the end. And it's not greasy. It feels like I would say a healthy snack.
Chips is healthy, okay.
No, I mean better than other chips.
I know
which
what you
are
mean.
Very oily. This is not oily, and you do feel the seaweed as an aftertaste. I think it's a good combination. It's quite good actually. It's very good. We go very well with the drink as usual.
It feels somehow light, and then it has like sort of like a natural sweetness at the end. Maybe like seaweed. Seaweed, when you eat sushi and this seaweed, you always have a little bit of sweetness at the end. I think this is the aftertaste.
It does remind me a bit of the seaweed snacks, very common in the East. So just plain seaweed or roasted seaweed. I really like it.
Wow, I like it.
Surprisingly good.
Wow. What's your grade for this one?
I would say it's a solid 8.
I was saying 9 even.
Wow.
Very nice.
It's a good one. Yeah,
I never been to Japan, but I think it's how Japan tastes like. Yay.
This snack is
It's on the picture.
oyster flavor, scallop flavor, which is very common in Taiwan also.
You see this package, how pretty. Shining blue. And not many people know scallops, right? It's like a exotic seafood kind of thing. Taiwan is like an island, so they make everything seafood-ish. How is it?
It smells like chips also.
It smells very normal. Oh. Wow. What do you say about this one?
This one, there's an artificial umami that comes in the beginning. You recognize it's not potato. And then at the end, you feel the sweetness of, I think, sort of a scallop. This one feels more industrial and more like...
And more salty at the beginning, and then the sweet come into between. It's quite sweet.
It's quite sweet. It's quite sweet.
Sweet.
Like many foods in Taiwan.
It's also light, right?
Okay, it's nice.
Yeah. I think this is the more like you eat it in front of the TV and then you just somehow finish it. You just because it doesn't, it's not so strong, and then you just get used to the taste, and then you just eat it, and then you finish.
How much would you give it?
I give it an 8.
I give it 7.
Oh.
Okay,
No, you are
solid.
All right. Next, this one is very strange.
What is it?
It's potato chips with plum flavor. I mean, can you say plum here?
Plum is a very interesting condiment in Taiwan and in the East. In the West, plum is just dessert. In Germany, plum is like sort of like a confiture. And here, plum is used for vegetables and snacks, more savory.
But I think in Western, you also use plum for sauce, right? Here, people use a lot for like
Powder. Yeah.
to add on a little bit fruity taste. All right, let's see. So I was being told I have to open it slowly. I can't do it.
It doesn't smell like a lot of plum, but it does smell sourish. I must say this is sweet potato chips, not chips potato. It's like sweet potato chips, so probably they will be a bit more...
Yeah, you see the
tough.
the shape and the texture is already different. Ta-da! See the focus. When you touch it, your hand already get
Yeah, very oily.
oily and get a sort of dirty. It's like, all right. Oh! I think they made this for Taiwanese. I immediately love it. It's very sweet.
Really?
I mean, it's also thicker than the normal chips. Now you can see it's much thicker, much tougher. So you have more crunchiness when you bite it, more stuff to chew on. When I say sweet, it sounds like it's like just sugar, but it's actually like intensified sweet. So it's like sweet with different flavor inside.
I had a different experience.
Oh God, tell me.
First of all, it reminds me of this natural potato chips that you can buy in Europe, which is just natural dehydrated cheese. It's very crunchy and very good. I think actually the plum is very hinted. It's not in your face. I can much more taste the sweet potato. It's very crunchy and it's also, I think, less fat. It's more baked. The plum is for me just a bit of sourness, sour I would say, sour sweet at the end. Otherwise it's like a sweet potato chips that I experience. It's quite good. It's really nice.
It's sour for you, wow.
It's sour for me.
Oh really? I don't find sour in it. But it should be actually plum because yeah.
I don't feel much plum, like I don't feel like this punch of a plum. From what I tasted here in night markets, plum on chicken or plum on whatever, and it's really takes a punch on your face, like wow, amazing. It's very hinty. It's more like just sweet potato chips with a bit of plum. Like you can see, it's very addictive. Very addictive, I can't stop eating it. I think it's also solid 8.
I think it's also an 8, wow. Next, Miyagi Sendai Wagyu.
I never trust Wagyu flavored stuff because how can you transfer the flavor of Wagyu inside stuff when Wagyu itself is just a type of beef?
Maybe this kind of chips also drink beer. Like the Wagyu cow, the massage and listen to music.
Packaging has a airplane window around and it's the color of my shirt.
Do I smell cow from here?
It smells like barbecue chips.
Oh,
It smells very mild.
mild? You would call this mild?
No, actually no.
I think very umami, very meaty. All right. You first or I go?
It's very artificial to me. Like it's too much flavor, and it's very salty, and even at the end it's bitter for some reason.
This is how cow feel like?
Like I can feel the MSG, it's packed with MSG for sure. Packed because I can feel my tongue burning at the end. Like this, I cannot eat more than like a few without beer in the middle. I don't think it's.
I agree with you. I think it's somehow artificial. It does have like a bitterness at the end, like a tiny little bit, which is a bit strange. You can see my face, sorry. I don't really like it. It's very artificial, yeah. It's like industrial chips. I mean, all the chips are industrialized, but like this one is like, you got like a fancy name, but don't judge people by his package.
Well, goodbye Miyagi-san Wagyu Shama. I give it a 4.
4?
Yeah.
Wow, you are harsh.
I mean, I can't eat more than 3.
I give it 5.
If you have a glass of beer, then you can wash the taste away.
You mean when you are very drunk, it doesn't matter anymore what it tastes like? Next.
All right, the famous, the infamous durian chips.
See the fruit on the cover?
So if you don't know durian, if you have lived under a rock for the past few years, this is the king of fruits. It is a very stinky fruit. The taste is somewhere between onion, pineapple, and blue cheese.
And rotten.
And very rotten. I have eaten it in Taiwan a few times. I think it's more like a novelty. I don't dislike it. I don't like it. It's just something to eat that to check to do. You're like, oh yeah, I taste a durian.
Prepare for the smell. Ah. Oh.
Whoa, that's definitely durian. Oh my god.
Let me have you one.
Oh, my nose hair is burned.
Oh, second time is not that bad.
Yeah.
Second time is better. Right?
Okay, it looks normal.
I took like a tiny little bite.
Oh.
Maybe we just don't talk about it. Let people guess.
I have a very, whoa.
If you don't know this is durian, oh no, you will know. It tastes sort of sweet for me, like a light sweet. Like at the beginning, you're like, oh, la la la, nothing. And after some chewing, the aftertaste come out. And it's like, what is this? You can see my face, wow.
When you taste it, it's like a roller coaster of flavors which has nothing to do with each other. So I tasted onion, vanilla.
Bit of a vanilla.
To make it like sweet, probably they tried to soften, it feels like they tried to soften the durian flavor. So vanilla, onion, and this durian flavor which is a bit rotten, and you're right, the aftertaste is horrible. I think my breath stinks now. It is quite light actually, it's not too salty or too oily, which is good. I can't see anybody buying like a whole bag of it and eating it for fun. I can't see the use case. Can you imagine yourself buying this and just eat it on the raw road for somewhere, the whole package?
If I love durian, maybe I will.
I think if you love durian, you will love this.
Okay, let's put it this way. Why people don't like the durian?
It's fermented, it's very stinky.
It's the stinky, the rotten, right? The rotten taste. I think this does contain that part.
Yeah, correct.
Like in a very light way. But people, if you don't like that taste, this like, it smells sort of like a puke. So,
It is, yes.
like a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll let you be the judge too.
I will give it a 5 because it's delivering its promise.
Good.
But it's not for me.
I also give you a 6 actually for the boldness. Wow, such a taste. I mean, this is, respect. Like, just that, I probably will not bite it again.
Got some Pringles.
I know Pringles, everyone loves Pringles.
Stir-fried lobster, very specific.
It's very weird. Like in Taiwan, we have many this lobster taste, and for me, it's like, I grew up from here, but lobster taste. What is lobster taste then?
Sort of sweet meat, very delicate, I would say. But why would you stir-fry lobster?
Oh, you see, after durian, I don't smell anything. It's pleasant.
It smells chemically a bit, but this is Pringles. Remember that Pringles
It's
is
always chemical.
always chemically, and they don't pretend to be potato chips. They are potatoes which are dehydrated, ground to a pulver, to powder, and then shaped like this. So these are not naturally potato chips.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh.
Fun fact. Okay.
Oh,
Why is it spicy?
very spicy. It's very spicy.
Whoa.
Let me be totally authentic about it. I like it actually.
Me too. So the thing is,
It's very spicy.
it's very chemically. Very chemically, they don't give a shit, they don't give an F, but I like it that it's just up front, very chemically.
It's very honest.
Very honest. It's very salty. The MSG hits you like everywhere, umami, and it's super spicy for some reason. Like, whoa.
It's front spicy. It's at the tips of your tongue. I don't feel lobster. I mean, it had the. Oh, now it go back. Spiciness go to your throat. Well, I think this is the whole experience.
I mean, we missed the fact that it says hot and spicy fried lobster. Oopsie.
I don't think I ever eat lobster spicy with spice.
Because lobster is very expensive, so why would you put chili in lobster?
If there are many snakes, and I will take like 1 or 2 of this, I probably will not like continuously just finish one package in one time.
Yeah.
I will mix it with some other thing like, let me have 1 or 2 spicy Pringles.
This is amazing for beer. Out of everything you tell, I think this is the best for drinking, because this will also encourage you to drink.
This is very drunk food.
It's very like, it's very like for
I think I had so much face expression in this episode, yeah.
I would give it 7.
I also give it a 7.
Yeah, I think solid 7. Yummy.
All right, see you at the part 2.
where we will try some other crazy stuff from Taiwan. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. What is your favorite chips or nacho in Asia?
Or what's your least favorite one?
Or what's your least favorite one?